Lift the lids on your mystery boxes.
So I lift up the box and I see a whole bunch of random stuff. There's a pumpkin, there's prawns, chorizo, mushrooms, freeze-dried beetroot powder, some fresh herbs.
Say hello to your risotto mystery box.
Oh my God. I don't do risottos. I've made one in my life.
It's a risotto challenge, and I look down and there's the rice. I'm like, oh no, because I've only ever made one risotto before.
Yeah, I'm confident today because I like making risottos, I like eating risottos. Mum's probably better at risottos than me, but I think I can still make a pretty good one.
I mean, I'm not terrified, but I don't really like risotto. That's sort of my problem, is that I don't enjoy it. So it's not something I'd order in a restaurant.
You'll have 1 hour to make the best risotto you possibly can.
Generally, I'll probably make it like a risotto once a week or once every 2 weeks. I'll have a borio rice stock in the cupboard as a staple risotto thing, and then I'll just kind of throw in whatever else I have.
And who would have been the one in your team to cook the best risotto?
I'm not sure. We both, Mum's the only one that I'm nervous about cooking risottos in front of, I think.
Oh, if you don't mind saying so yourself.
She's very good. But I think we're both all right.
OK, guys, there's under 5 minutes left to go. Think about the moisture involved in these risottos. We don't want dry risottos.
I don't have a lot of confidence right now. I think flavour-wise we're probably there, but, you know, texture-wise, I'm not sure that we're going to be there.
You know, the old saying, sometimes there's too many cooks in the kitchen, spoil the broth, but maybe today we're understaffed.
Looking at my dish, I think it looks beautiful, but I know that it's not creamy enough. So I hope that someone else has had a worse day than I have.
You and your sister are like this. I mean, you're so there for one another, aren't you?
Yeah, Verena and I have gotten really close over the past few months. I guess to begin with, we didn't really know how it would go. We haven't really lived together in a long, long time.
Well, here we are with a risotto. Tell us about it.
I just didn't want to confuse the flavours and everything, so I just sort of stuck with things that I like. I guess, yeah, the mushroom, the pancetta, thyme, and a bit of lemon and parmesan.
You happy?
Yeah, I'm happy with it. I think it tastes good.
Well, I think we're looking forward to tasting this risotto.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Tanisha's brought us a creamy risotto that has that lava flow to it. It's not stiff. It's packed full of flavour. I definitely get the things that she described to us. And the lemon comes through nicely, doesn't it? It's really lovely, subtle lemon. I like the crunch that she's put on top with the pancetta dust. I think she's done a great job.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. She described thyme, lemon, mushroom, pancetta. I get all of those, beautifully balanced. Loads of finesse, loads of creaminess. It's a wonderful risotto. She's done exactly what she should have done. She's kept it simple and she's got it right.
Walking up to tasting by myself, I feel very vulnerable. It's daunting, for sure.
It's a bit lonely on your own, isn't it?
Very. Very. We've done this whole thing together, and we've had our good days together and our really bad days together, and we've loved each one of you separately and hated each one of you separately together. And I mean, this has been a hell of a journey.
You know, you in the kitchen today, Jaimie, totally different from normal. Like you carried the world on your shoulders.
Did you carry the world on your shoulders? Is that how you're feeling?
No, I just wanted to do a good job. I didn't want to screw up something that I know Beck would nail, you know? So I just wanted to make sure that I did my best. Don't be ridiculous. It's exactly what she'll say to me. And if she saw me right now, she'd hit me and she'd say, stop being ridiculous. We're in this together.
Give me a dish description.
A chorizo and asparagus risotto with a prosciutto dust.
Does this dish keep Beck in the competition?
I hope so. I hope so. More than anything, I don't want to let her down. I just want to make her proud and do what I know we can do together.
Leave us to taste. Thanks, Jaimie.
So presentation, guys, what do you think?
So-so. There's way too much there. I mean, Risotto's traditionally an entree. Well, I'm always amazed at Italian waiters, you know, who actually end up serving the food. They can make one spoonful of risotto look fantastic on a plate, and I'm afraid that's not looking fantastic to me.
It's very strong. It's almost like there's Marmite or Vegemite in there, isn't there? It's very, very strong flavours. I actually think the rice is nicely cooked. It just really needs more moisture. A lot of bacon. Asparagus is nice, but it's not delicate. I'm not wowed by it, by any means. Too dry.
For one or two mouthfuls, it's quite nice, but I couldn't eat a whole bowl of that. By the end, it would just be too much and overbearing with saltiness for me.
I think this risotto has been made by someone who doesn't really understand risottos. It's crude. The degree of cooking of the rice I like, but it's too stiff, it's not creamy. Really, the only thing good about it is that she hasn't overcooked the rice.
Karina, we're ready to taste your dish, please. Karina, easy challenge or tough challenge?
It was a lonely challenge. I miss Casey.
You and Casey are still getting on well.
Yeah, amazingly.
Because it can affect your cooking, you know, how much you enjoy it. You know, you really got to put that, you know, if it's humour or love or whatever you're putting into the cooking, it has to be in there. If there's stress, stress comes out in the cooking. I know that.
I don't want the judges to think that my seriousness is not having fun. It's just me being focused, that's all.
It's almost like the closer we get, the more serious or worried that you guys get, that, you know, that there is more expectation on your shoulders. Is that what's happening?
Initially, we didn't know we'd get this far, and now that we have, we just really want to do our best, and so I think we're a lot more serious about it.
What do you want to do long term? What's the plan?
I want to travel. I want to learn all kinds of cuisines. I want to eat my way around the world, and then I want to come back and like pay my dues in a kitchen, and then maybe, I don't know, own one day.
So the dream is that you are going to own your own kitchen. Why are you upset? Don't get upset about that. That's a cool dream.
Yeah.
That's an awesome dream.
It's a happy upset.
It's a happy upset.
Yeah, because it might be a reality.
Do it with your sister? Yeah?
Yep.
Casey and Karina's kitchen.
Yeah.
I'd be the first guy at the door, I promise you that. That is an awesome dream. I'm so happy to hear that.
It means a lot.
Describe the taste of your risotto to me.
The beetroot's quite sweet in there, but then there's some chorizo as well, and the mushrooms make it really earthy, so it's like sweet, earthy, and a little bit salty.
Leave us to taste.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
She's a strength in this team when it comes to presentation. It's strange she's left a bit of a dirty mark on the side, and there's a little bit of a dirty patch on there as well. I mean, the one thing I'd say about the risotto is you can see that the rice has sat in its place and the juice has sort of sunk out on the bottom and left the rice sitting. There's no one flavour that stands out in this for me. I mean, I'm left with sort of beetroot flavour. I'm left with a little bit of pea. I'm not really getting any mushrooms. It's not a bad effort, but it needs more clarity.
I am finding this salty. I thought when I first tasted it, it was just a bit tart from the beetroot, but there's too much flavouring and not enough rice for me in this.
You know, I would have thought every single one of these were capable of an absolutely incredible risotto, and it's proving that perhaps that's not quite right.
So you've made many risottos before?
Yep, I love risottos at home. It's kind of like a staple that I keep for when I don't know what I'm going to cook.
Yeah, they're easy, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's like a 20-minute meal, really, because, you know, a good risotto you can cook in, well, the Italians say 18 minutes or, you know, somewhere between 18 and 25 anyway, and you're good to go pretty much.
Yeah, it's fast and easy. Then if you make heaps of it, you can make arancini balls the next day.
You can make arancini balls, which is even better, because then you deep fry them, don't you?
Yeah.
Tough one without Mum today?
I think it probably would have been harder with Mum here because we both like making risottos and we would both probably have different opinions about it. So.
Who's the better cook?
Ooh, I don't know. I think we both have... she's better at Italian kind of things. I'm better Asian, I guess. We do have different strengths.
Okay, give me the menu description.
This is a chorizo, prawn and green pea risotto.
Let's hope this risotto keeps you two in the game.
Thank you.
It sings to me creamy, and I like that in a risotto. Let's get into it, guys. Perfect degree of cooking on the rice. Just get that little al dente going on.
She's just absolutely nailed it, I reckon. Look how shiny that is. She's even beaten it in and shined it up at the end.
Well, it's the perfect risotto for me, and it's got peas, which I love.
Yeah.
I still don't know whether I like it better than Tanisha's, actually. But I
To me,
do love
they're
it.
almost on a par.
They're very much on a par.
I reckon
You're
she's
right.
got the edge on the technique.
I mean, I thought that was really good, guys. I'm going there. You happy with that?
Yep, it's good.
I'm not feeling too bad going up to the judges because the judges have been round during the challenge, so they know how I'm feeling.
It's quite exciting to get you by yourself, isn't it? Now we can talk without you getting kicked and told to shut up and everything like that. So what should we talk about?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
Eh? Does she boss you around?
Yep.
Who's the strongest cook?
Oh, she's the strongest cook. I wouldn't be here without her. Yeah.
Who wants to be in this competition more, you or Shelley?
Oh, no, we both do as much. Definitely.
So if you went home on
my
this risotto, how would you deal with that? What would happen?
Well, nothing would happen because we both support each other anyway. We're still sisters at the end of the day.
This one has a little sort of ice cream sundae look to it, doesn't it? Describe what we've got going on here.
It's a prawn, asparagus and pea risotto with parmesan wafers with some lemon zest as well.
Does this risotto keep Trudy and Shelley in MasterChef?
Look, I hope so. I hope so. But she'd know that I'd do my best, and that's all she could ask for.
And I'm sure you have. Well done.
Okay, thank you.
Looking at this, it looks like she's trying to hide something. There's a lot of garnish and things going on top of there, and usually with a risotto you don't bother, do you? So,
No, I mean, it's not traditional to have a wafer in there like a parmesan wafer, but I actually like the fact she's done something like that.
I don't mind the little parmesan wafers. I find it, like you say, a little bit Sunday-ish, the way they're presented. But, you know, she's put two different types of parmesan on top. Obviously a crispy one for texture and shaved some parmesan using the microplane. Should we have a taste?
yeah.
Perhaps she might be in trouble here.
That's not a risotto, that's a pilaf. There's very little moisture left in this.
The little tuile is quite bitter. It's been baked in the oven. It's very... I'm not a big fan of that at all, so it hasn't really added anything to the dish. And the risotto underneath doesn't really... It's just plain. There's nothing exciting about it. It's stodgy. You know, it's got asparagus through there, but, you know, frankly, I'd just rather have prawns, asparagus and peas, and the rice is a bit of an afterthought, isn't it? It's not a great risotto at all. It's just a big, stodgy sort of, as I say, Ray, it's more of a pilaf, isn't it?
She's in trouble, guys.